What I'm doing here, I've got level 65, but the Dreeg and Soleil cults are friendly. I need them at respected, so I've come into elite just to get rep a bit quicker. There's going to be some up here. Oh, here we go. Eldritch. There you go. Those are Eldritch. Eldritch Presley. Right, let's have a look how we're doing. 70, yeah. Just a few more Eldritch and we're laughing. I've got it. Respected. Right, let's get out of here before we all die. Right, so that's sorted. So what happens is the one you side with levels up rep quicker than the other two, but they level up pretty much at the same rate-ish. Right, so what we've got here, yeah, so their level 65 stuff is in respected. Now there's some in here that look quite good. That's got Summon Hellhound on it. So the hit I take there is I lose 2 to Summon Briarthorn. That, yeah, I can't really, I'm going to be struggling to get anything better than that. It's that fire damage and whatever that it adds in. Right, there's a Soleil Vile Waistguard level 65. So I'll buy that blueprint and then try and figure out whether that, well, that's got pets on it and it's got +1 to Occultist. I've got +1 to Shaman in there, but again, that was really just a stopgap until something better turned up. So you've got, what I'll do, how much do these things cost? Yeah, that's all skeletons and whatever. Plus 64% to all damage to pets is okay. Yeah, but they got some nice resistances on that Rawari stuff. So that's got Summon Hellhound on it. That's got Summon. Yeah, 72% to all. So they'd be doing a lot more damage. So we could come back and get that, but let's have a look at the other stuff. So that's just Soleil level 65 stuff. Here's the Dreeg boy. Let's have a look what he's got. Yeah, he hasn't got any respected pet stuff. Eventually, I'm going to ditch stuff like that because what I'm trying to do is present a build that uses easy gear in every slot. Boots, I'm going to be struggling because I think what I'll have to do with that is say, you know, just wear whatever you get for that. That's the one slot where you can't, and that one to some extent, you can't really do much with them because you don't get factions that sell pet boots. You get factions that sell boots, but you might be better off just waiting for something to drop there. I think 2 slots out of the whole lot isn't much to ask if I just say, you know, put what you want in there. I'll equip something rubbish in there so it doesn't make any difference. Right. So there's nothing you can get from Dreeg. So it's just the Soleil, but Bismail should have some stuff.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
They're pretty pet oriented. So they've got all this. Look at that. Right, so now we're talking. So that's much better. That's got Infernal Breath and Ground Slam. Infernal Breath's the Hellhound thing. Ground Slam is the Shaman pet attack skill. And it's got all that, look, damage, health, offensive, fizz resistance, chaos resistance. That's awesome. And that's better than the Coven stuff. When I was comparing the Coven stuff in the last video to Soleil, yeah, it's arguably better than that, but that's really good. That's got Emboldening Presence and Hellfire, the other 2 things, one on the Hellhound and on the Briarthorn. Yeah, so you've got, there's Ground Slam, Emboldening Presence, and there's that's that one, Hellfire. Oh, Infernal Breath, I haven't even got that. Okay, so that's not so great. Doesn't really matter though. So yeah, so forget that. So Ground Slam, so that's got +2 to Ground Slam, and that. So the replacement there, although I'm not using Infernal Breath, that's going to be better. So if we grab one of them, start making a shopping list of what you want. That thing there, Emboldening Presence and Hellfire, 60% all damage. They lose a little bit of elemental resistance, but you know. Right, so there's your shoulders. Okay. Helmet, Hellfire, damage, whatever. But I don't want to replace that. I mean, whatever you get there isn't going to top that damage buff to Hellhound. and the bonus to all pets, the flat fire damage, 29% fire damage, 30% burn. Well, I can get a better one of those because I can farm that and get something better. So I don't really want to buy that, and that's easy to farm. Later on, 2 of them. That's easy gear, 2 of them. And then up here, that thing. But we'll come back to that. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get to 94. So there's a couple of bits and pieces that I've got from there. We go and have a look at Rover's shop. I think I'm not sure their stuff is yeah, I can't even get it, I don't think, because it's a revered. It's level 70, but look at that, 31% to all damage. So that thing's pumping out 59%, and the shoulders 2 to those 2. Emboldening presence and hellfire. Yeah, they're actually pretty good, but I'll take the hit. What's I going to do? Read that. That thing, we talked about that before. And the fact that farming Zarya, you're going to end up getting much better stats on that than just buying that thing. Right, hang on a sec. Let's go and craft one of those and see what it's like. Let's go and craft that. What's it called? That thing there. Soleil Vile Waistguard. What do you need? Vengeful Wraith. That's alright. Oh, okay. Oh, it's because of that I haven't got much ectoplasm. Alright, we won't make too many of these. I'll just do one, see what it looks like. So you need 10 scrap. One of them. Oh, look at that though. That's quite... Right, if this drops with pet stuff on it, it won't. It's got pet stuff on it? Yeah, of course it has. Because that's what it comes with. Right, okay, let's try that out. I think I'll wear that just because of how good it looks, to be honest. So I've lost a whole load of points in Shaman, but you get a load of points from elsewhere anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference. An occultist, yeah, because it's buffing, if you think about it, it's buffing those 2 pets, Bismail, Blooded Dreeg, which is a big deal, Shaman, you know, 1 pet, this health buff thing, that, which isn't really significant at the moment. So that I think overall having an extra point to all skills in occultist is better, probably. Right, the issue I thought I was going to have was with Spirit. With this gear, let's stick this stuff on and see how we look. Look at that. Yeah, he's looking a bit stupid now. Right. Yeah, what I did, I got rid of... Let's have a bit of a rundown of what's going on here. Set them all to aggressive. It's a shame there's not a global key for that. Yeah, what I did, I went back to using that thing because I thought I don't want to run around using a drop, a random drop, when the whole point of this is saying, look, this is all faction gear. That I'm going to stop using that eventually. Because, well, I'm using, I got that from Ancient Grove, the chest at the end of Ancient Grove. Rings, if you get, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I could take both of those off. It's not going to make a massive difference, apart from things die. Who's dead? Him. Yeah, that was because of. Yeah, it's because of that 3 to emboldening presence. Does it die when you wear it? No, just when you take it off. It's interesting. Okay. Yeah, so ultimately what I'll be using for rings will be, I'll just buy some faction stuff. When you're leveling up, just wear what you can get. You'd be if you can get 2 of those, but that you've got to farm Kra'valls to get that. If you feel like doing that, go for it, but it's not worth it. maybe it is an ultimate, but once I get to ultimate, I'm gonna wear as much faction gear as possible, so I can demonstrate the build and go, look, I've got a load of faction gear on that anyone can just go and buy from a shop, and this is how good the character is. And what I might do is see what else I get in drops, stuff like that, maybe some other stuff, and keep it, and then swap it all over and go, right, I'm going to go and fight this boss with all the faction gear on, and then I'll put all the halfway decent drops that I've got, if I've got any, on instead, do the same fight and see if it's any different, see if it's any better, any worse, whatever. There's my, yeah, see, if you look at your pets and keep an eye on, I mean, it says poison and acid resistance 8%, but we all know as soon as I whack Blood of Dregon, it's over 80 anyway. They got, well, loads of life. Damage is like already, I mean, this is level 65 and their damage is stupid already. That, I mean, get that up over 1,000% or something, but at the moment they're just ripping everything to bits. Physical resistance, not bad. I mean, all of this stuff. Chaos isn't great, but I haven't really spent a lot of time worrying about this. You can get augments that confer pet bonusy kind of stuff. I might get some actually. I'll buy a couple from this guy. Girl, witch, whatever.
See anything you like?
Yeah, I do actually. I see some augments that I like. I can't use them yet, but you know. Right, so this is their stuff. Devouring Swarm, which I'm not using. Raised Skeletons, which is Necro. And it's got a spirit requirement, which this stuff hasn't. It's got a physique requirement. So, you know. Primal Bond, which I'm not using. Blight Fiend, which is Necro. So if you're a Necro pet summoner, this stuff's alright. Right. That, however, yeah, see, Storm Spirit, which is the Raven, Emboldening Presence, which is the Briarthorn, and then it's got Damage, Offensive Ability, Ether Resistance. Now, what I've had to do, I've had to get that Purified Salt on there for Malmoth, because the Ether Resistance was really rather bad. It's alright at 53%, I can deal with that for them. I don't really care what mine is, 46. But yeah, that thing, that would be alright, but I still don't think it's as good as that Forgotten Gods Monster Infrequent hat. And if I can get one of those to drop with a pet affix on it, I'll be laughing. And they drop all the way up. I mean, you can get a level 94 one of them, and it's going to be, what's it got on it? Physique and Spirit. I'm pretty sure the Spirit requirement might go a bit crazy later on. But if I can avoid putting points in there, I think I had a look at that Mindweaver, and I think I've got to put 6 points in Spirit. Unless I get some piece of gear that drops with a crazy amount of Spirit on it. You might get, not the faction stuff, might get that with Spirit on it. So looking at 65, Monster Infrequent Forgotten Gods, Monster Infrequent, Zarya's Monster Infrequent, Bloodsworn's Monster Infrequent, Karos, and that's a random drop. That's my old random drop. Look at it, it's level 5. Doesn't really matter what garbage you've got on. And then that's Hallion in the Arcovian wherever he is. He's that guy with the pet rat or rabbit or whatever it is in the mine. You just saw me craft that Soleil blueprint. That's from a blueprint you can buy. You can buy it here. Where is it? There it is. So you buy it from there or from Homestead. Use that. Farm that from the last boss in the Hidden Path quest. Just bought that. Just bought that. So yeah, so at the moment, the only thing really where I'm cheating is this thing. But that dropped in the video. I mean, rings don't matter. You put whatever you want in there. You'll get something drop with pet stuff on it. Whack it on there. Yeah, I've been putting all the points into physique. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save some now. I think the next few levels, up to 70 or whatever, I'll save it. So I've always got 5 available. I think I'm going to need 6, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, where we're at with this, I haven't picked any new skill. I had a look in Grim Tools. I messed about with the build and had a look at this, and I think I can't afford to pump these points into here and level those bits up, because everything else just stays too weak. So I'm not going to put points in there, and I'm not going to get those last 10 there either. Don't really want that. That's just bleeding damage. It's all right, but for the, like I said, for the sake of 10 there and another, I don't know how many there, I'm not going to bother. I can always change it if it doesn't work out, but I think it'll work out. I think that's where we are with this. I think you've got the only skills: Curse of Frailty, Blood of Trigue, and then that pet, and that pet buffing thing there. Then that lot, which is the health and resistances buff, that pet, and this. Now, I know what people have said, and it's right, because it's an elemental damage build. You could spec into Wind Devil, and then where's the thing that reduces? There it is. There, look. That reduces elemental resistance, but I mean, you put 1 point in that, and then what? Max that out. So that's 13 points. I'll see what, you know. That would be right at the end. I wouldn't care until ultimate. You know, I might put 13 points into that. I think if you don't max that out, it's not worth doing. So, but the thing is, I'm getting a bunch of elemental resistance from that, and Curse of Frailty is just a spam. You just spam that. It's easy, just hit it over and over. Whereas those things, they're up for, how long do they live for? 18 seconds. It's just personal. If I cast that, I'd forget to recast it, or I'd be looking to see if it would run out. It's just something else to worry about. Whereas Curse of Frailty is just like a machine gun. I mean, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna put that totem down. I'm just gonna machine gun these idiots with Curse of Frailty. 1, 2. So you just keep hitting them with it. It's got a bit of an area effect, but look, I'm spamming that, and it's not. You can just keep doing it. Like machine gun, like I said, and it's not running. It doesn't run your energy out at all. So I probably won't bother with Wind Devils. I might try them out, but I don't think it wasn't something I planned on doing, so I don't think I'll bother. Maybe I should go and try Kra'vall. Yeah, let's go and die. I don't think I've died on this character yet. Let's go and die and see how much. Oh, I have one. Oh, there you go. I can't remember what killed me. Might have been an early Ancient Grove run. I don't know, I can't remember. I'm surprised I did die. Not because I'm a good player, but because this build's really good. Don't ever assume I know what I'm talking about. Right, let's go and... How'd you get to Kra'vall? So this Kra'vall thing, this is this optional boss that they just repurposed the graphics of Loghorien and turned it into this thing out in the middle of nowhere in Ugden Bog. I think there's a there's a shrine in here on Elite and Ultimate. I think so. Maybe it's just Ultimate. So like Gargabolt, I think if I kill this thing, this will become the greatest monster in normal. But I got a feeling I'm going to die. Look at his flipping tentacles for a start. They just look at it. Look. It's ridiculous. Watch my pets just get roasted. Look at all that. Look at that, I'm just going to die. Look, pets, you need to attack him. You can't just... Have some Curse of Frailty. Wow, we might actually do this. That skill's not ready. Let's put a health pot on. I killed him. Well, that was a surprise. I thought I was going to get completely... Even Kra'vall survived that fight. You're the man, Kra'vall. Ancient heart. Some kind of gun. Right, so that... Yeah, look, that didn't go too bad. So I killed him in normal. That's not too bad. I mean, it's, you know... It's not exactly an achievement, killing him in normal. None of the pets died. Only 2 of them look like they lost a little bit of health, but... Hang on, I keep thinking that's on cue. There you go. He didn't drop his shoulders though, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, it's a shame about that death. It's embarrassing. Let's just pretend that never happened. Well, I mean, I killed him okay. So yeah, that was probably back when I was stress testing it. I can't remember what killed me. I think it was in the Ancient Grove. I can't really remember. It wasn't Gargable. I think I got a bit too enthusiastic taking totems on or something. Can't exactly remember. Pretty sure it was in the Ancient Grove though. Right. So yeah, so that... I mean, if you look, there's no component on any of this stuff. No components on any of this. Oh, there's... Oh yeah, there's that Order of Vigil, Death's Vigil augment on. Oh yeah, I was going to go and... Got distracted, didn't I? Typical arcade life video. Hour-long video showing off 3 bits of gear. Right. What are we talking about? Augments. Right, so you've got... That's got offensive ability to pets on it. Rings and amulets. So I got anything... I haven't got anything on the rings. So let's buy 2 of them. And this thing, I think this is weapons, isn't it? Yeah, so that's 20% to all damage, increases armor. Doesn't matter what it's doing to me. Let's just get 2 of them. So that'll go on... And the thing with this is, don't worry about where it says it will make it says it will make it soulbound, but you can go down here and see the Kasparov's Apprentice dude, and you've got a thing here, remove augment. So if you stick that in there, you can take the augment off. Now that's, you know, you've got the option. If you've got a component and you do keep item, you lose the augment as well, but you've got the option to take the augment off it. So it doesn't matter. If you wanted to put it on another character, it's not like tied to this character forever. Right. Hopefully that progress update was all you were hoping it was going to be. Bit of a random Kra'vall fight chucked in at the end for no apparent reason. But yeah, so that was with a whole bunch of... I mean, that's that thing. That's the only cheat item, really. Everything else is... Those are just... Well, like I said, I mean, that's level 5. So anyone who's going to say to me, oh, you know, that's not faction gear and it's not this, well, it's just crap. It doesn't matter. I could run around with no gloves on, it would be the same. So, well, all right, the Ether and Chaos resistance is okay, but you will get some gloves drop with some pet stuff on. You will get some boots drop with some pet stuff on. They're the only 2 bits. All right, the rings are cheat and those are like random crap. Everything else on there, you can... Right, the faction... Let's just run through the faction stuff again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Monster infrequents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So by the time we get to the level 94 kit, it will all be... as every single item on there, it will be faction stuff or monster infrequent stuff, and I'll try and put as much faction stuff on as possible, just to say yes, you can buy gear from shops and you have a viable build, and that'll be it. Right, hope you enjoyed that one. I know I just whittled on for ages. If you fast forwarded through it and never got to anything interesting, sorry about that. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.